You are now tuned into calsoscoped.
In today's video, you're going to be seeing 5 of my favorite fonts that I like to use for sports design. On Photoshop, Premiere Pro, After Effects, doesn't matter the case, but these are 5 of my favorite fonts that I like to use, and you should be using too. I'm going to drop every font down below in the description so you guys will have the link, and you guys will be set to go. Without any further ado, let's stop wasting time. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if this helps out, and let's get it. First up is Gotham. Gotham is a really great sports branding font, and it's one of my personal favorites. I also use this with the Yukon Huskies. As you guys know, I do this a lot of their social media and graphic design. Now, Gotham has slowly risen to be one of my favorites. At first, I didn't really like it, but it gives you that professional look, and it just looks good for sports branding. The more that you use it, the more that you'll see it really is a great font, and especially if you layer on layer styles. I'm going to drop a video about that soon, but Gotham is really a great font. You guys should definitely check this one out. Do not sleep on it. Next up is Tungsten, and we already know in the sports community there's been battles and battles and battles. I could repeat that 11 million times. In battles and battles and battles with Tungsten. As you guys know, Tungsten is a very great font, and it's just super good for sports posters. It's a widely popular one, and it's just a clean solid look. One of my favorite fonts, if not my favorite. I just try not to use it all the time because it's really overplayed sometimes, but you really can't go wrong with Tungsten. No matter what type of look you're going for, Tungsten is really just a great font, and just gives you a great feel for your sports designs and posters, especially the posters. It just makes everything pop, especially if you're just using it in the right scenario with the right shapes and all those type of things just add together. Tungsten is really a great font, so you guys definitely want to use this. If you're a beginner or an advanced designer, you know, all these fonts are going to be great for you, so definitely look into Tungsten. We have Agency FB next. This gives you that retro vibe but a sleek look. I usually use this for whenever I have to make like NBA 2K covers. It's one of the rare fonts that the other options of the family will be utilized. So you're going to be using the bold version of Agency FB. You're going to be using thin. They have an ultra wide version. So make sure you guys definitely get all of the family that's in this font. This font is really great, and I really advise everybody to try Agency FB out. It's one of those ones that actually looks really different. People, when you use it, they'll be like, wait, what is that? Because it kind of gives you a stencily retro vibe, but it's still sleek and modern. So definitely try out Agency FB. Our next font is Heading Pro. Heading Pro, like I put right down here, let's keep it official here. Heading Pro just gives you that super official look. You're gonna want to use Heading Pro on a lot of your designs, and it just keeps things simple, but it keeps things clean. I wrote that yes, it's a dope font that gives you that official vibe, but still sleek enough to pass on your designs. You guys can use these through a lot of your designs when you have, say if you're making a design and you want to put a player's name at the top of the poster or anything like that, like if you're making a movie poster, but it's still sports orientated, or if you're just making a movie poster, like these can go for not just sports, but I'm a sports designer, so that's my niche that I'm hitting for you guys. But Heading Pro is really good for those types of things. If you want to like spread out font and spread out the characters of text across the top of like a design, this is really something that you're going to want to look into and go to. Also, the family is actually pretty useful here. You're going to be using the italic version, you're going to be using the bold version. Most fonts you're only going to be using one version, but definitely use Heading Pro. It's a great font and it will not disappoint you. The last font of the 5 that I have for you today is BEBAS NEUE. Oh hella baby, I say. Yes, sorry, cringy, but whatever. Simply great. Las Vegas vibes. It gives me Las Vegas vibes for some reason. I don't know. Do not ask. BEBAS NEUE is something I have been using since I started designing about 2.5 years ago now, maybe close to 3. This has just always been very close to me. Now, like BEBAS NEUE and Tungsten, now I use Tungsten over BEBAS NEUE, but sometimes I try to fit in BEBAS NEUE just because it's different, and people will definitely ask about where you got this one from as well. Yeah, definitely. BEBAS NEUE is super clean. It gives you like a nice look, and the bold version of it is just really cool. Just another clean font. Like there's so many fonts out there, so these 5 I think they will have you well equipped to go into designing and have a multitude of diversity that you can have for your designs and just different looks. So you're not always using the same fonts, and you're kind of not stuck using some just generic fonts, because when I first started designing, I wanted to know some of the best fonts, and there weren't the best options on YouTube for as far as sports designing. So these fonts right here are going to be great for sports designers directly, but outside of sports design you could use these as well. So thank you guys for tuning into this video. If this video helped you, let me know. All the fonts will be linked in the description below. Make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe if you are new. With that being said, I'm gonna head out to the next video. Stay scoped. Peace.